Hey, what's up guys, I'm back. Today I want to point out the pros and cons for farming as a rogue with pickpocketing in Zul'Farrak or Blackrock, the lower port, so LBRS, Lower Blackrock Spire, and I'm just giving my personal opinion about what is better, where could you farm some gold or where you shouldn't go. I just tried to compare a little bit. I have footage of Zul'Farrak and a little bit footage of the other instance, and I will just give my personal opinion about this and hope you guys will like it, and I always hope to see you always in the next video. Let us get started. For Zul'Farrak there's actually not so much to say, but I try to talk while you see this footage. Zul'Farrak is an instance which is around level 40 plus, etc. So there is not so much that actually can kill you so easy, but you always should be careful about how you pickpocket from the mobs. Don't stand in them or in front of them because they can't see you, or maybe they can turn around and just target you, and if you pull more than one, then yeah, it is tricky. But if you're level 60 and you have decent gear, you can kill them at least. You can kill these mobs, of course, by yourself because of the level difference, of course, and they're not so high in level. Okay, I just said that, but whatever. Zul'Farrak is a pretty big instance, yeah, that's true, but it's not that big. I mean, you can go in and in a couple of minutes you're already out. So it's not that much actually what you can loot. And what are you looting here is mostly, what is this, 2 silver, between 2 and 4 silver per mob. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes you just get a few coppers, so it is pure luck. The sturdy box, which you can also get from them, contains not so many good items, but still it's always luck what you have in there. It doesn't matter what container you have, if it's a lock box or junk box or whatsoever. It is pure random what you get. Of course, they have a loot table. I'm not saying it's completely random, but on a private server, it might be completely random. I don't know. I don't know how they programmed this or not, but yeah, just try to get as many as possible from these mobs. Make sure that you have the just make sure you have the skill preparation. What preparation does is it immediately resets the cooldown on your sprint, vanish, and evasion. So if you maybe mess up once, you can at least try to run away and use the skill vanish. If they resist it, you can use it again to make sure you will not die, because when you die, it's waste of time, waste of gold, etc. Because of you have to repair your stuff. And just make sure you have it. I have this character completely kind of skilled in a way just for snooping around, stealthing, etc. So there is no damage in this character. He has even not the gear for it. So just completely ignore that, because I use this character just for making some gold. I also would like to point out a small trick with the Graveseer in Zul'Farrak. There are, I don't know how many there are actually, I guess over 20 of them. These Graveseer contain items, but also mobs. If you do this step by step, you can kill them by yourself, or you're just pretty fast and loot as many as you can, and just use vanish. But be careful, if you have too many on them, you will die, and dying is not what you want. You don't want to go for it and die and have to walk all the way back in there, etc. That sucks pretty much. Um, just be sure to loot all of them if you want. If it's possible, it's possible. If not, if you have too many mobs there, then just run away. As you can see, I just have a couple of items here. There are not so many. This just decent stuff. It's actually not really. It is not something which I could even tell is worth selling. I mean, just a couple of silvers I made here. It's not that much, but it is pure luck what you have, so it doesn't matter. It's more like an adventure than how to farm. Because if you like to explore some things on your own, go out, make some extra gold with it, and you're good to go. And we're jumping right away into Blackrock Lower Spire. The difference here is the mobs are very high in level, and most of the time you're not able to kill them on your own. If you once get caught by them, then pretty much that's it. The difference here also is you don't get the sturdy junk box, you get the heavy junk box. Heavy junk box contains items which are, they have more value, yes, but the same thing is by the sturdy junk box. They have a loot table, so it's again pure luck what you have. You can have 100 heavy boxes, but maybe not even one of these green items, so it is again luck. The amount of gold you loot directly or steal from them, I was surprised by the fact actually that it's nearly the same. If you go out just for the loot from the mobs, for the silver or copper or what they have between 2 and 4 silver, you can go to Sulfurak. Because there your chance is way higher to survive than in Blackrock. Because there is really no there's not really a difference. Because on this server which I'm playing, I got nearly the same. On Elysium, etc. It might be again different, but again I can just point out the way I can make it on this server here. So if it's working different on the server you're playing on, just let me know. Maybe I'm just completely wrong, who knows. And yeah, that's it. And I was even lucky to steal from Barak. He was there. I even snooped around there, and I stole not really something. So if it's a rare or not, there's no difference. You don't need a rare mob to steal from him, to think, oh, maybe he or she or it has something different. There's no difference in this. So in the end, I compare Sulfurak, the pros and cons, to Lower Blackrock Spire. In Sulfurak you can solo kill these mobs. The graveyard is not so far away. In Lower Blackrock Spire, the pro is it's a large dungeon. You can loot so much stuff from there. You can spend so much time in there. It's very amazing. And it's easy to escape because you can jump maybe down on tent or in the lava and make the mobs evade, etc. So you have always an escape route. The con from Sulfurak is it's a small dungeon and you have no escape, which means if you pull them up, you pull them up. You have to fight them and fight him, she, it, or whatsoever. So you have to deal with it, which is different from Lower Blackrock Spire. Because if you pull somewhere a group, you can maybe just jump down somewhere in the second level and they evade. So you always have a backup plan. The cons for Lower Blackrock Spire is for me that you can't kill them by yourself. Because they are pretty high in level, they are nearly level 60. And the graveyard is, for me, it's pretty far away. You have to run maybe from what is this, from the south entrance all the way. You have to run there so long, which is just annoying. And as I said, if you're only for the silvers you want to steal from them, then you can stay in Sulfurock. There's not really a difference in this case. Yeah, I hope I could point out a few things here and there, and hope I could help you. I know my English is sometimes a little bit difficult to understand. I apologize for that. I'm not writing a script or whatsoever. I'm just saying what is in my mind. So sometimes I have to think. Sometimes, yeah, whatever. But I say thanks for watching again, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.